It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We're in the bar again today. It's boiling outside, it really is. Hottest kind of time of the year in the UK. So I thought to myself, I need a lager. I need a cold lager to start off my day. So this is San Miguel's Especial. It's 5.4% ABV. Now this is the difference. This is the reason why I'm doing this beer today, because UK brewed San Miguel is brewed by Heineken and it's 5% ABV. This stuff is a Spanish export of a Filipino beer. Now, interestingly enough, San Miguel is a Filipino beer that made it very popular in Spain. And for many years, many years, I thought San Miguel was a Spanish beer. I didn't think anything of it, but it's a Filipino beer. Or a Filipino company, but it's now brewed in Spain. This is 5.4% ABV, so a Spanish export. And my question is, what does it taste like? Now, have I had UK brewed San Miguel? Now I don't know, to be honest with you, but I've listened to some reviews, I've heard some reviews, and apparently it's not very good. It's not very good, this UK brewed San Miguel. So we're going in with the Spanish export. Now, I've drunk this beer over the years in Spain many times. It's got to be Spain's #1 selling lager. It literally has to be, because it's everywhere you go. There's a look at the beer in the glass. We got a 3-finger white head, good levels of carbonation, golden amber in colour. Now, I've had this beer in my fridge for about a month. It was my birthday a month ago, and one of my friends come round and said, it's San Miguel, but it's not the British San Miguel. This is the Spanish export stuff. It's really good. And I had a can and I thought, actually, this isn't too bad. And then I thought to myself, why not review it? Why not review the beer? Why not kind of put it in a glass? And I mean, there's going to be many people interested in this type of thing. UK brewed San Miguel versus kind of Spanish San Miguel. Even if we haven't got a UK brewed one. I don't really want to drink the UK brewed one. I don't want to buy a 4-pack of Heineken made 5% ABV San Miguel. I know what it's going to taste like. It's going to be tinny, it's going to be watery, it's going to be rubbish, isn't it? Like Heineken's Tetleys and Heineken's John Smiths and Heineken's blooming Newcastle Brown Ale. It's just going to be a bit rubbish, isn't it? So I don't want to drink that. I don't want to drink UK brewed San Miguel. I want to drink the real stuff. Aroma. I've always liked the aroma of San Miguel. I've always liked the aroma of Spanish beer in general. It's got a way of transporting you to Spain somehow. If you've holidayed in Spain over the years, then this has a way of transporting you back, even the aroma, back to that Spanish holiday that you once knew and loved. You had a great time there. It's quite biscuity, it's quite malty. But then it's got a lovely kind of berry, hoppy kind of finish to it. A little bit spicy, a little bit peppery in the aroma. It smells okay, let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Interesting taste to this. It's got an enjoyable bitterness to it. It's very different. Spanish lagers are very different from Danish lagers, Dutch lagers, British lagers. The Spanish they have a certain kind of level of quality. Like if you drink Mahu's okay. Mahu's pretty good. Some of the other Spanish lagers, they're okay. They know how to brew a lager. And the stuff is cheap. So cheap. You can buy a can of San Miguel for about 70 cents in some of the shops in Spain. It's so cheap to buy. And they sell them in those big kind of glass litre bottles as well, which is really cool. It's drinkable. It's refreshing. Now I'm not sure on the malt. Now there's a part of me that wants to. There's a big part of me that wants to say 100% malt. This is a 100% malt lager, but there's a little bit of hesitation in saying that. Maybe it's not a 100% all malt lager. It seems to have a slightly syrupy taste to it, which is slightly annoying. I've got to be honest with you. It's not absolutely ideal. It's a little bit syrupy, a little bit corny, I would say. Corny not in corny joke, but corny as in actual kind of corns. But then again, on the other hand, this is Spain's #1 selling beer. They've got to make an awful lot of it. They've probably got to make an awful lot of it just for us Brits. Just for us Brits to every time we hit Spain in the summer, they must sell millions of litres of the damn stuff. So it's that fine line, isn't it? It's that balance of how quickly can you make a lager, get it on the shelf, get it in a can, get it in a keg, get it in a big litre bottle as fast as you can. With the factories, with the breweries that you've got. It's also, the bitterness is funny. It's like it's not bitter and then you're thinking, oh, like, you know, like some good quality German hop or some Czech hop. It's bitter for the sake of being bitter. I'd love to know if it's an all malt lager. I don't think it is. Water, barley malt, maize and hops. Okay, so it's not corn, it's maize. It's a bit of a shame, really. It's a little bit of a shame because if it was 100% barley malt, it would be tremendous. It would be a much better beer. But it's just, there's certain flavours, there's certain mouthfeels in beer that slightly kind of puts me off. One is corn, one is maize. It's just, it's a bit like eating a big bag of those maize crisps. They're enjoyable for a while, but then the maize starts to take a layer of skin off your lips. It's just, if you eat enough of these damn things, you know, and you wonder what it's doing to your insides. Same, I know it's just extracted, it's just a way of extracting sugar for the alcohol, but it's a cheaper way of doing it. And I've had some Spanish all malt lagers. They have been terrific. I really like a Spanish all malt lager. This with the maize, it's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. But the point is, it's reminded me of my Spanish holidays. It's put me back there, if you like. Just sipping the beer, just drinking the beer. It has that same taste that it's always kind of had. To be honest with you, it makes me want to go and have a look at Thomas Cook's website or TUI or whatever they're called these days and go and have a look at the price of holidays. It would be scaring me to death having a look at the price of holidays these days. But it makes me want to go and have a crack open the website and have a look, see if there's a late deal somewhere in Spain, you know, just lay on the beach somewhere and enjoy something like this, because that is essentially what this is all about. This is what it's all about. I think it toes a fine line between a good beer and an average beer. I think they brew so much of this stuff now that there has to be a way of producing it quickly to get it out to the consumers, to get it out to the market. So it's a bit of a shame in that sense. But my rating for the beer, all in all, it's probably much better than UK brewed Heineken at 5% ABV. I didn't really want to go and buy a can of that. I don't really want to support Heineken's contract brewing empire in the UK because it's generally very rubbish, as I mentioned earlier, with John Smith's and Newcastle Brown Ale and all the other beers that Heineken have ruined. I didn't want to give them another £1 in their pockets. Like, you know, I'd rather save my money and just guess that it's a load of rubbish. I like this beer enough to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.